Hi guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I want to review for you a movie I just watched called Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now this movie was really hyped up as going to be like the return of the magical Star Wars franchise, and it kind of made me nervous going into it. Was I really going to enjoy it? There's been a lot of movies recently that I haven't enjoyed that were super hyped. People insisted they were so good, and I was like, these are just total crap. So I watched this one, I've said many times I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I really don't know the other six that well. Went into this not knowing a lot about it. There's a new enemy, the First Order, and they have kind of this, I don't know what that guy was. He was this weird, really huge guy who was kind of like their leader, but it was like an image projection or something. He wasn't really there. And there's just kind of like this pencil pusher guy or whatever. And then there's this guy, Kylo Ren, who is kind of like, if you could imagine, like the Darth Vader type character of this. And they make that pretty obvious with the mask and stuff. I heard some people complaining, why does he have the mask? Darth Vader needed the mask because something happened to him and he couldn't breathe right, and he needed this mask. Honestly, I feel like the whole reason for this mask is because, like, when he has that mask, it's kind of mysterious. He's kind of a badass. And when he takes it off, you're like, the guy is not that at all. So I think that's kind of why when he doesn't have his mask on, he is not a badass at all. You're like, I could take him, So there's no Jedis around to help the Resistance, and they don't really say how things are going in this war. There isn't a lot of backstory to how this war is going between the Resistance and the First Order. But the First Order has developed this new weapon that will just destroy planets in an instant. And it's kind of like the Death Star, but like 3 or 4 times bigger. And it's basically just a planet, and they make the weapon out of a planet. So there is a stormtrooper, and they end up naming him Finn. And he defects, and he's kind of like helping them along the way. And there's a new girl named Rey, and she finds this droid, BB-8, who has information about how to find Luke Skywalker. And she's trying to, the droid is trying to get the information to the Resistance, and the First Order is trying to get the information. I don't know, they want to kill Luke Skywalker maybe. I mean, they don't really ever say why they want to find him, I guess. It's got to be to kill him, but I'm not really sure why. And of course, they run into the legendary Harrison Ford, and he's actually in this movie almost the whole movie. Like, I was really surprised, because I thought it was going to be like a small part, but it's basically like Finn, Rey, Han, and Chewbacca, like the whole movie. The movie's basically about them going on this journey. And so yeah, I don't want to give away too much more of the story. You guys need to watch it for yourself. But I love this movie. This movie was so good. What's the runtime on this? 135 minutes. So this movie was actually a little over 2 hours. It did not feel like it at all. It was so enjoyable. The story is really good. It's a really fun story that has twists and turns and cliffhangers. I mean, they definitely left it. As we all know, they plan on making infinite sequels. They definitely, hinted at what the sequel's going to be about. The action, there's so much action in this movie, and it's so well paced. There's so many movies lately where they just don't pace it out. When I went and saw Batman vs. Superman, nothing happens almost the whole movie. This movie, if you go to the bathroom, you're gonna miss something. There is just stuff going on throughout. So, fun action. Everything looks really nice and pretty too. It's a fun movie. And I think the thing that this movie has going for it the most is that the characters, they're really good characters. They're really fun and interesting, and they're really well acted. I've been seeing so many movies lately where you don't even care. You're just like, whatever, I don't care. Is the movie over yet? Because the characters suck. The acting is terrible. I feel like a lot of the younger actors now are just, they're not like the older, of course, I'm talking like 80s, 90s. A lot of those actors who were really more fun in their parts, and even though they weren't the best actors, they had charm and charisma. And I feel like the actors now, God, they're so terrible. But everybody in this movie is amazing, and this movie is so much fun to watch. I definitely feel like you guys should check this out if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action, and some people aren't going to like it, nothing I can do about that, but I definitely enjoyed it. For a score on this movie, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, one of the highest I've rated a movie, so it's definitely, I would recommend it to you guys. Pick it up if you haven't already. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate it, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.
If you're interested, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, follow on Twitter, and follow on Instagram.